Phnom Penh, a city pulsing with life, energy, and the irresistible aromas of street food. Forget your fancy restaurants. This is where the real culinary adventure begins. Phnom Penh's streets are a living, breathing cookbook. They offer a glimpse into the heart and soul of Cambodian culture. This isn't just about eating. It's about experiencing a city that thrives on the sights, sounds, and smells of food being made with love and passion. I'm talking about generations-old recipes, passed down through families. I'm talking about the freshest ingredients, transformed into culinary masterpieces right before your eyes. This is street food that's as easy on the wallet as it is on the palate. From the first bite of grilled pork to the last slurp of a steaming bowl of noodles, Phnom Penh's street food scene is an experience you won't soon forget. So, loosen your belt, grab a plastic stool, and get ready to dive into a world of flavor. Trust me, your taste buds will thank you. This isn't just about filling your stomach. In Phnom Penh, street food is a way of life. It's woven into the fabric of the city. You'll find it everywhere you turn. Busy street corners become impromptu restaurants. The air fills with the sizzle of woks and the chatter of locals and tourists, united by their love for good food. Families gather for a quick breakfast before work. Friends catch up over steaming bowls of noodles. The rhythmic clang of a mortar and pestle provides a constant soundtrack. It's a sensory symphony that's both chaotic and comforting. Street food in Phnom Penh is about connection. It's about sharing stories and laughter over a shared plate of something delicious. It's about experiencing the true spirit of this vibrant city, one bite at a time. Get ready to be overwhelmed. Your senses are in for a wild ride. The vibrant colors of fresh fruits and vegetables jump out at you. Spices like turmeric, lemongrass, and galangal fill the air with their intoxicating scents. The sounds of sizzling meat, bubbling broths, and the friendly banter of vendors create a symphony of street-side sounds. And then, there's the taste. Oh, the taste. Each dish explodes with a medley of flavors. Sweet, sour, salty, and spicy dance on your tongue in perfect harmony. This is sensory overload in the best way possible. It's an assault on your senses that will leave you wanting more. So come hungry, come curious, and get ready to experience Phnom Penh's street food scene in all its glory. Markets in Phnom Penh are more than just places to buy groceries. They're the beating heart of the city, a chaotic, vibrant mix of life, laughter, and the intoxicating aroma of food. Imagine a labyrinth of stalls, each one piled high with fresh produce, seafood glistening in the sun, and exotic spices that fill the air with their pungent perfume. This is where Phnom Penh comes alive. Vendors hawk their wares with booming voices, bargaining with customers over the price of a handful of chilies or a plump fish. Motorbikes weave through the crowds, their horns blaring a symphony of urban chaos. It's a sensory experience that's both exhilarating and overwhelming. But amidst the mayhem, there's a strange sense of order. Locals navigate the crowded aisles with practiced ease, their eyes scanning for the best deals and the freshest ingredients. The air hums with a palpable energy, a testament to the city's indomitable spirit and its love affair with food. So dive into the heart of it all. Let the sights, sounds, and smells wash over you. This is Phnom Penh in all its raw and unfiltered glory. Phnom Penh's street food scene doesn't clock out at 5 o'clock. It's a 24/7 operation. As the sun sets, a different kind of energy takes over. The streets come alive with neon signs and the sizzle of grills. Locals and tourists gather, eager to unwind with a cold beer and street food. As the night wears on, the crowds swell. It's a scene that plays out night after night in Phnom Penh. Get ready to be bombarded. From the moment you step foot in a Phnom Penh market, your senses go into overdrive. The sights, sounds, and smells hit you all at once, a kaleidoscope of sensory experiences that's both exhilarating and overwhelming. Your eyes feast on a riot of colors. The deep reds and yellows of chilies, the vibrant greens of fresh herbs, the glistening silver of fish laid out on beds of ice. The air is thick with the aroma of 1,000 different spices. Lemongrass, galangal, turmeric, and ginger mingle with the sweet scent of coconut milk and the pungent aroma of fish sauce. The sounds of the market are a symphony of urban chaos. Vendors hawking their wares, motorbikes honking, the clang of cleavers on chopping boards, and the sizzle of meat hitting hot grills. It's a lot to take in, but it's all part of the experience. And then there's the taste. Oh, the taste. The flavors of Phnom Penh's street food are as bold and vibrant as the city itself. Sweet, sour, salty, and spicy dance on your tongue in perfect harmony, leaving you craving more. In the heart of the city lies a true icon, Central Market, or Bazaar Thmay as the locals call it. This architectural marvel, with its distinctive Art Deco dome, is a sight to behold. But step inside, and you'll discover a treasure trove of culinary delights. Lose yourself in the labyrinthine aisles, duck under low-hanging fabrics, navigate past mountains of colorful fruits, and breathe in the intoxicating aroma of spices that fill the air. This is where you'll find some of the freshest produce in the city, alongside an astonishing array of street food stalls. Look out for the ladies hand-rolling fresh spring rolls, their nimble fingers working with lightning speed. Grab a seat at a communal table and order a bowl of Kai TV, a flavorful noodle soup, or sample the savory delights of Num Kache, a steamed rice flour cake. Central Market is a feast for the senses and a must-visit for any foodie looking to experience the true heart of Phnom Penh's street food scene. Come hungry, come curious, and get ready to be amazed. Section 5, the Russian Market, a treasure trove. Venture to the Russian Market, known locally as Tul Tam Poung. It's a chaotic, vibrant, and utterly captivating experience. You'll find everything from souvenirs to antiques. But the real draw is the food. Look out for the smoky aroma of grilled meats. Try the legendary Bai Sak Truk, grilled pork with rice, and wash it down with refreshing sugarcane juice. Section 1, Bai Sak Truk, a Cambodian classic. Let's talk about breakfast. In Phnom Penh, they've got breakfast figured out. I'm talking about Bai Sak Truk, the undisputed king of Cambodian street food. It's simple, it's delicious, and it's the perfect way to start your day. Picture this, thinly sliced pork, marinated in a magical blend of coconut milk, garlic, and lemongrass, grilled over hot coals until it's caramelized and slightly crispy. The aroma alone is enough to make your stomach rumble. They serve it up on a bed of fluffy white rice with a generous helping of pickled vegetables and a dipping sauce that's both sweet and spicy. One bite, and you'll understand why this dish is a national treasure. It's the perfect balance of sweet, salty, and savory, with a hint of smokiness from the grill. You'll find Bai Sak Truk all over Phnom Penh. Just look for the makeshift stalls with the smoky grills and the lines of hungry locals. Trust me, it's worth the wait. Section 2, the art of the noodle. Noodles are a way of life in Southeast Asia, and Cambodia is no exception. From steaming bowls of soup to stir-fried creations bursting with flavor, there's a noodle dish for every taste and every time of day. Let's start with Kai Tiv, a breakfast staple that's as comforting as it is delicious. This flavorful noodle soup is made with a clear pork broth, rice noodles, and your choice of toppings, from tender slices of pork to fish balls and crispy fried shallots. Feeling adventurous? Try the Numban Chok, a popular street food dish made with fresh rice noodles, a coconut-based fish curry, and a medley of fresh herbs and vegetables. It's a taste explosion in your mouth. And for a quick and satisfying lunch, you can't go wrong with a plate of fried noodles. Whether you like them thin and crispy or thick and chewy, there's a fried noodle dish to satisfy every craving. You might not expect to find a French influence in Cambodian cuisine, but that's the beauty of street food. It's a melting pot of cultures and flavors. Enter the Num Pang, Cambodia's answer to the baguette sandwich. This French-inspired treat is a street food staple in Phnom Penh. Imagine a crusty baguette spread with a generous helping of pâté and piled high with your choice of fillings, from grilled meats and pickled vegetables to chilies and cilantro. It's the perfect on-the-go meal, a symphony of textures and flavors that will leave you wanting more. You'll find Num Pang vendors all over the city, their carts piled high with fresh baguettes and an array of colorful fillings. Just point to what you want, and they'll whip you up a sandwich that's sure to hit the spot. Got a sweet tooth? Phnom Penh street food scene has you covered. From fresh fruit to sticky rice treats and everything in between, there's a dessert to satisfy every craving. Let's start with the basics. Cambodia is a tropical paradise, and the fruit here is out of this world. Juicy mangoes, sweet pineapples, and refreshing watermelons are just a few of the treats you'll find piled high on street vendors' carts. For something a little more indulgent, try the sticky rice with mango. This classic Cambodian dessert is made with glutinous rice cooked in coconut milk and sugar, and served with slices of ripe mango. It's sweet, it's creamy, and it's the perfect way to end a meal. And if you're feeling adventurous, try the fried banana. This popular street food snack is made with ripe bananas coated in batter and deep fried until golden brown. It's crispy, it's sweet, and it's utterly addictive. While the dishes I've mentioned are some of the most iconic street food offerings in Phnom Penh, don't be afraid to venture beyond the familiar. The beauty of street food lies in its diversity and the opportunity to try something new. Look out for skewers of grilled meats marinated in exotic spices and cooked over charcoal. Sample the crispy delights of chive cakes made with rice flour and chives and deep fried to perfection. And don't be afraid to try the insects. Yes, you read that right. Insects are a popular snack in Cambodia and they're surprisingly tasty. The key is to be adventurous, to keep an open mind and to embrace the unknown. You never know what culinary treasures you'll discover on the streets of Phnom Penh. So go forth, explore, and let your taste buds be your guide. I'll never forget this one woman. She was running a street food stall near the river. Her name was Sray Mom. Every morning before the sun was even up, she'd be there, setting up her stall, her movements honed by years of practice. Her face, weathered by the Cambodian sun, would break into a wide, gap-toothed grin as I approached. Her English was limited, but her warmth and generosity transcended any language barrier. She spoke with her hands, her eyes, and most importantly, through her food. "Try my key TV," she'd urge, ladling a generous portion of the steaming noodle soup into a bowl. Very good, very fresh. And she wasn't wrong. The broth, simmered for hours with pork bones and fragrant spices, was a revelation. Each mouthful was a testament to her dedication and love for her craft. Sray Mom is just one of the many faces behind Phnom Penh's vibrant street food scene. These are the unsung heroes of the city, the culinary artisans who toil tirelessly to bring you the flavors of Cambodia. Street food in Phnom Penh is often a family affair. Generations come together, sharing secret recipes and techniques passed down through the years. I watched as Sray Mom's children helped out at her stall, their laughter mingling with the sizzle of the wok. Her eldest son, barely a teenager, deftly assembled plates of bai sak truk, his movements mirroring his mother's with surprising precision. Her daughter, her face a picture of concentration, carefully counted out reel for customers, her brow furrowed in an effort to get it just right. It's a scene that plays out across the city, families working side by side, their bonds strengthened by the shared language of food. It's a reminder that street food is about more than just sustenance. It's about tradition, it's about community, and it's about keeping the spirit of Cambodia alive. Street food stalls are more than just places to eat. They're social hubs, gathering places where locals come together to catch up, share stories, and enjoy a bite to eat. Pull up a plastic stool at any stall in Phnom Penh, and you'll be welcomed into the fold. I watched as groups of friends huddled over steaming bowls of key TV, their conversation punctuated by bursts of laughter. Office workers on their lunch break crowded around a Num Pang vendor, their faces illuminated by the glow of his cart. And families, their days filled with work and school, gathered for a shared meal, their bonds reinforced by the simple act of breaking bread together. This is the true heart of Phnom Penh's street food scene. It's a place where social barriers melt away, where everyone is united by their love of good food and good company. It's a reminder that sometimes the most authentic experiences are found not in fancy restaurants, but on the bustling streets, surrounded by the sights, sounds, and smells of a city coming together. Every interaction at a street food stall is more than just a transaction. It's an exchange of smiles, a brief connection forged over a shared love of food. I'll never forget the look on Srey Mom's face as I devoured her Kai TV, her eyes twinkling with pride. It wasn't just about the money, it was about the satisfaction of knowing that she had brought a little bit of joy into my day, and it was about the unspoken understanding that I, as a visitor to her city, had taken the time to appreciate the food that was so close to her heart. These are the moments that stay with you long after you've left Phnom Penh. The memories of the flavors, the aromas, and the people behind the food. It's a reminder that food is more than just sustenance. It's a powerful tool that has the ability to connect people from all walks of life. Alright, you're ready for the real deal. You want to experience Phnom Penh street food like a pro? Here's the good news. It's easier than you think. Don't overthink it. Follow your nose. See a crowd? That's a good sign. See a grandma stirring a giant pot? Even better. Go ahead, take a seat on that wobbly plastic stool. Order whatever looks good. Don't be afraid to point and gesture if you don't know the language. A smile goes a long way here. Trust me, the locals appreciate it when you make an effort. And hey, if you're not sure what something is, just ask. Most vendors are happy to explain their dishes, even if it's just with a few words of broken English. It's all part of the adventure, isn't it? Start your day like a true Phnom Penh night with a hearty bowl of Kai TV. This flavorful noodle soup will set you up for a day of exploring. For lunch, grab a numpang from a street vendor. These Cambodian sandwiches are a delicious and affordable way to fuel up on the go. And when dinner rolls around, you can't go wrong with Bai Sak Truk. This iconic dish is a must-try for any visitor to Phnom Penh. Just look for the smoky grills and the crowds of hungry locals and you'll know you're in the right place. As for drinks, keep it simple. Freshly squeezed sugarcane juice is a refreshing and healthy option. Or, if you're feeling adventurous, try a glass of sugar palm juice, a sweet and slightly fermented drink that's unique to Cambodia. I'm not gonna lie, eating street food in a foreign country comes with a certain amount of risk. But hey, that's part of the adventure, right? Just use your common sense. Look for stalls that are clean and well-maintained. Avoid anything that looks like it's been sitting out in the sun for too long, and when in doubt, follow the locals. If a stall is packed with Cambodians, it's a good bet that the food is fresh and delicious. Oh, and don't forget to bring hand sanitizer. You'll be glad you did. This is important. Phnom Penh's street food scene is not for the faint of heart. It's chaotic, it's crowded, and it's loud, but that's all part of the charm. So loosen up, embrace the chaos, and enjoy the ride. Don't be afraid to haggle with vendors. It's all part of the fun. And don't be surprised if you find yourself sharing a table with strangers. It's a great way to meet new people and experience the true spirit of Cambodian hospitality. Just remember, you're here for an experience. So put down your phone, soak it all in, and savor every bite. This is street food at its finest. Raw, authentic, and unforgettable. And trust me, it'll be an experience you'll be talking about long after you leave. Street food in Phnom Penh isn't just about the food. It's about the experience, the energy, the chaos, the feeling of connection you get when you pull up a plastic stool next to a stranger and find yourself sharing a laugh, a story, maybe even a bit of fish sauce. It doesn't matter if you're a local or a tourist, young or old, rich or poor. At these makeshift tables, everyone is equal, united by their love of good food and the unspoken language of a shared experience. This is humanity, at its most basic, most beautiful. There's a certain magic in that. A reminder that we're all just people sharing this crazy ride we call life. And sometimes the best way to connect with someone is over a steaming bowl of noodles or a plate of fragrant grilled pork. Long after you've left Phnom Penh, the memory of those flavors will linger. The sweet and salty tang of Bai Sak Truk, the fragrant broth of Kai TV, the crispy sweet joy of fried banana. These aren't just tastes, they're snapshots of a moment in time. They'll transport you back to the bustling streets, the smoky grills, the smiling faces of the vendors. You'll remember the feel of the humid air on your skin, the sound of motorbike horns, the energy of the city pulsing around you, and maybe, just maybe, you'll find yourself craving more than just the food. You'll crave the connection, the adventure, the feeling of being fully alive. That's the power of street food. It's more than just a meal, it's a story. And this, my friends, is just the beginning of yours.